Initially, we started spoon feeding her in order for her to gain weight, but in the process, we did create a bit of a princess. So now it's exclusively spoon fed. We now have a full-time auntie for her. She comes in every day and she looks after her when we're at work and she feeds her. It feels like we have a literal baby in our house. That night, she will announce when she's gone to the litter box. So that happens around 4 in the morning, and then she will wake you up for breakfast anywhere between 6 and 6:30. That is your alarm clock. She's got us wrapped around her finger. She makes sure that she knows who's the boss in the house. She is a spoiled little cat. I've been looking at cats on Facebook, all the rescue pages for many years, threatening to kind of adopt a cat or foster or something, but we've never gone through with it. And the one day I just decided to go ahead. I started filling in the form. They had a breeder dumped a bunch of beautiful Persians and exotic short hairs. Then the rescue actually phoned me and they said, listen, we are extremely desperate. And they said, just any amount of time you can take a cat, please just, if you can help us, that would be great. And they just said, especially this little cat Maxie, nobody seems to want her. She only has one eye. And I thought, okay, well, let's take her in. It was only supposed to be a foster, but it very quickly turned into a foster fail. So we had her for a few days and she was in a very, very sorry state. She had a wound on her stomach. The wound was infected. Her teeth were rotten. She had cat flu. She had a lot of medicine that she had to take. So we were so committed so quickly that when they phoned us about a week and a half in saying somebody's interested in adopting her, we just said, nope, we're keeping her. She's ours now. The recovery process was quite long and it's ongoing. Her cat flu flares up for various reasons. The wounds obviously healed relatively quickly, but her teeth were also in an extremely sad state. So they didn't really know how old she was. The rescue said she's about 2, but the vet said based on the condition of her teeth, she's more like 7 or 8. So she was only 2.2 kilograms. We eventually got her to a point where she was healthy enough and she picked up enough weight to have the surgery where she had most of her teeth removed. In the meantime, she was also diagnosed with asthma, so she has an inhaler. We've had her for 2 years now, and it's a full-time job. We never wanted kids, but now we have ended up with a baby. We couldn't say no. When we got her in the beginning, she was extremely clingy, so cuddly. She was all over us. I think she's just become a lot more comfortable with the situation and just her home. She's not as clingy as she used to be. She doesn't sit with us anymore, but she's always in the same room as us. If she's alone in a room, she'll come and find you. She's a silly little cat. Never a dull day with her around. I mean, the joy she brings us. You can't really put a price on that, and she's just so sweet. So it's always nice to come home to that little face because she's got such a silly little face. We don't regret taking her on. It's nice to be able to do something for another living creature. It's nice to kind of feel like you're doing something good, change our lives for the better.